Xbox absolutely dominates their showcase. Black Ops 6, Doom Dark Ages, Gears of War E-Day, State of Decay 3, Starfield, Fallout, World of Warcraft, Metal Gear Solid, Sea of Thieves, Perfect Dark, Diablo, Fable, Elder Scrolls, Indiana Jones, Assassin's Creed, Stalker 2, and more, which either were world premieres, DLCs, expansions, content. Xbox absolutely crushes their showcase and cannot wait for tons of these games launching day one on Game Pass. Also, that's a major flex. State of Play was a snooze fest, let's just be real. Summer Game Fest was a little bit better than State of Play. I like Summerfest because they did help us out with fighting games. I am a fighting game person. There was massive fighting game content, releases, and premieres, so it was huge for that niche category genre that I love that much. But overall, Summer Game Fest was not that good. I thought the Xbox Game Showcase was gonna start off as a snooze. See, the thing is, what they did previous on these two, Summer Game Fest started off real slow. State of Play started real slow. Xbox said hell nah. They went ahead and just released literally in order. I know I had wrote them down. It was Black Ops opened up, then it went straight to Doom. Black Ops, then Doom, and then it went to like freaking State of Decay, and it just kept going and going and going with massive releases. And Starfield, I know Starfield's still mixed with what they're doing, but it was still a nice game. And you just forget that they just own now the Blizzard aspects, IPs. Just, I don't know, man. It was so good, bro. I'm still very speechless on how great this showcase was. Xbox was definitely killing it. When you look at those massive names list, I'm so excited for freaking State of Decay. I was like, yes, finally. No Halo, right? No Halo. I don't know if that's gonna piss people off. I think for the first time it was kind of weird to see a massive Xbox showcase and not see the ones that they're predominantly known for, which is Halo. But at least Gears of War has something that can really be a mix also, because now you got back to the beginning, a prequel. I enjoy it because at the end of the day, Gears needs to get back to making money, get back to making noise. Hopefully they get their multiplayer functions back up and rolling again the way everybody enjoyed them, the Horde, everything like that. You got Dom and Marcus back in there. Fallout was really cool for me. Yo, Fallout was so cool. Get to play as a goal. I thought there was gonna be like a Fallout remaster, but at least there was like an expansion map. I think a new map, expansion of the map, and there's content. So I was super excited for that with Fallout. Perfect Dark being released was also a huge surprise. Like, whoa. Now, I don't know if it was too little too late, but if you're somebody like me that's OG, Perfect Dark N64 was insane. It basically was in that rotation of GoldenEye and all that. So to see Perfect Dark, we don't know again how it's gonna really help out with this era of games. It might get washed under all of these great games, but I think it's still gonna have something for itself. World of Warcraft going in, of course, with the War Within. Metal Gear Solid and Perfect Dark are definitely X factors in my opinion. Metal Gear Solid, such a different tempo of gameplay these days, so I don't know how exactly they're really gonna capitalize that. Of course, people that really love these series, love Snake and everything like that. I do know that attention spans are not that great these days, so it is a stealthy game. So I hope that it really does get the recognition it does deserve. I hope that because they could put amazing content, keep it the way it is, the attributions to the game of why we know what Metal Gear Solid is, and people can probably hate on it, especially new gen gamers, because it's not fast or it's not freaking insanely movement going everywhere and stuff. So hopefully Metal Gear Solid is a massive win regardless, because that is such our childhood and I love that shit, man. Sea of Thieves going in. Diablo, the story scene was so hard, man. I was like, yo, this was such great storytelling in the cinematic. I got chills. I don't even have Diablo on my rotation right now, but man, I got chills just watching that cinematic. That cinematic was so good. So shout out to the Diablo players, man. I know they're gonna be having a really good time. Going back and really recycling back to Starfield though, it sucks because this game looked like it could have been wow. You know, I know a lot of people hate this game. There is still a cult gaming essence community, whoever's left playing Starfield, so respect to them. But I know that a lot of people just hate Starfield, but I felt like they're doing a good job, at least post-launch. But it is hard. It is, you know, judging the book by its cover, and it is really the first few seconds nowadays, especially in the gaming world, of can you impress me now? If not, that's it. I'm moving on to all these other games. And Indiana Jones looks legit. It was crazy because I saw mixed people commenting, and I think people are just trolling at this point. Indiana Jones looked really, really good in my opinion. Assassin's Creed, that's gonna be a strike through with the audience. Either it's gonna they had to over deliver because people are already judging Assassin's Creed now. Just obviously, especially if you're OG Assassin's Creed, like I know how that goes when there's a lot of changes. So hopefully that game just completely delivers so much shit where they're just like, it overbears like all the hatred and stuff that's coming along with it. Stalker 2, I'm excited for. Stalker 2 looked really good. I was really hoping for like maybe a Final Fantasy announcement released on Xbox. That would have been cool. Final Fantasy 16, that would have been so awesome. But so many great games that I can't wait. We went back to gaming in this showcase, and that's what makes me extremely happy. I feel that just being too narrow, like people were literally like just straight up spamming like, oh, where's Call of Duty? Where's Call of Duty? And they opened up with Call of Duty. And I was just like, yo, dog, like, how can you just really not think about all these other titles? You know, Call of Duty is incredible. I've been playing it my whole life. I have tons of COD gear. I have posters everywhere, but all these titles, I hope it just doesn't get like, you know what I mean, where people are just not really trying to diversify their portfolios, because these games are fucking awesome, and all the expansions, all the DLC, and there's just gonna be so much to play. And on top of that, I think they said it was 30 that was showcase games, and 18 of them are day one on Game Pass. Game Pass is a game changer, legit. Game Pass used to be this, I don't know, when it first started all the way up until currently, there wasn't really too much, but then we started getting better and better and better day one games. And now Call of Duty's gonna set that variation of like, yo, we're going day one Game Pass. Doom's like, yo, day one Game Pass. State of Decay, day one Game Pass. There's just so many things. All the Fallout series are on there. Like Perfect Dark, I think, is day one Game Pass. Somebody has to let me know about that. But yeah, just so many great games where it's just like day one Game Pass. I think Indiana Jones is also, right? Can somebody correct me on that too? But aside from that, Stalker 2, I think it's Game Pass. There's just some huge ass ones. I was like, yo, Game Pass, yo, Game Pass. And I just kept seeing world premiere, then day one Game Pass, world premiere. And I was like, yo, this is so cool. One of the coolest, I was texting all my friends and I was like, yo, this is one of the coolest Xbox events ever in recent times. Like, Xbox deserves all the love right now. Of course, a lot of these games are also cross-plat, but it just reminds us of gaming again. There's so much to do in these games. Elder Scrolls was still going off and giving us some stuff. I can't explain how excited I am for State of Decay, Gears of War, Doom, of course, Black Ops. Actually, the Fallout, I want to be able to play as a goal. Metal Gear Solid, Perfect Dark, and yeah, even Fable. I'm down to even check out Fable. I never really dove too heavily into Fable, but I'm down to check it out this time around, especially if it's just everything's just released and ready to go. There's, you know, just so many things you can do now with these foundations of remakes, or additional content, and all of these being really just coming through, right? It's post-pandemic now. All the devs are cooking. They're starting to get really rolling. But all in all, Xbox sent a full-on mission statement. At least they made sure they were going to fucking take over this showcase. They said, you know what? We're starting off hot. As soon as they opened, there was not many talking at all. It was just, I'm going to start off. I'm going to open up. I'm going to give you all these banger titles. And I was like, yo, absolutely, Xbox dominates everything, man. Y'all let me know y'all's thoughts, though. Peace.